Here we're going to convert a parabola from standard form to vertex form, and those two forms are shown at the top. So I'm going to go through this example. The first step is to move the c to the left side. So if you notice, for standard form, the c is what is added at the end. So in this case, we need to move this 32 to the other side by subtracting 32 from both sides of the equation. Now we're going to complete the square, and we do that by first looking at the coefficient in front of the x, so it's 12. We're going to divide that positive 12 by 2 and then square it. So let's simplify this one. All right, so 12 divided by 2 squared is 36, so we had to add this 36 on the right side of our equation to complete the square. Now we can't just add 36 on the right side, we have to add 36 on both sides of the equation. So let's do that and see what we have. So now we have completed the square. What we have on the right now is something squared. So there's a couple of ways you can factor what is on the right. You can look at it and say, okay, there's an x squared here. So the first number, the first term in each set of parentheses will be an x. And then think, what are two numbers that multiply to be our last number and add to be our middle number? And you'll realize that's positive 6 and positive 6. So x plus 6 times x plus 6 is x plus 6 squared. And then we have our y plus 4. So that's the first way to do it. There's also a little trick there. In order to identify that this should be the plus 6 inside the parentheses, if you look back up to step 2, what we got when we divided that coefficient by 2, 12 divided by 2 is positive 6. That is always going to be what's inside the parentheses here as what is being squared. So now that we're done with that, we need to move the constant over to the right side so that it is in this vertex form. We need it set equal to y. So let's move that minus 4 to the right side. And this is what we have in pink. There is one last step that you could do to better highlight what the vertex is, because the vertex, the x-coordinate of the vertex is what is being subtracted from x, and the y-coordinate is what is added at the end. So notice that this is a minus and this is a plus, and that's not what we have in our final equation here. So we can change that x plus 6 to x minus negative 6. And we can change that minus 4, if we want it to be plus, to plus negative 4. And when we do that, we can more easily see the vertex. The vertex now is negative 6, negative 4.